Papa we ne dindi Moro Bila na Ghana Police Service ensa asonomo. Na enchiremu a etato ne se mukai se enche bebre ena emmabunu bi ekokogu eye high court na wo mu protesti. Ese eye Boku rival chief na owo aban kukumu no ye release no. Anka on a normal day no protest anka boni bia nya den enim. But abrantie we etimi bie nano ye friend Moro Bila or ye Mamprusi ni etimi bie nano e kan say so man release e yo Mamprusi chief emfa mo a omu de Boku haram ebeba Ghana asagro entia ni information ayanya ne say the Ghana Police Service nsa asosa abrantie we mu, as you can see on the screen. Ghana Police Service nsa asonomu for making sa commentary no. Me babe kaimu, I have the video here. Me bo achiremu ensema abrantie ne kanye on that day ya no muye protest no e wo high court. Mamprusi youth so ababa ye press conference kan sembi ensembe na omo ka details ni nyina e wo hase na me ka kire say eye Moro Bila ewo eye aban kukumu for saying say wo mu e de Boku haram ebeba oman Ghana mu. This is what he said.
Everybody bring Boko haram to Ghana. And then you people should put it in note that very soon, if they don't leave chief, Boko haram is gradually coming to Ghana here.
Yes. A few moments later.
Dig him.
Everybody bring Boko haram to Ghana. And then you people should put it in note that very soon, if they don't leave chief, Boko haram is gradually coming to Ghana here.
Yes. A few moments later.
Asem da baby edwin no ho na makofa. Oyo protest ode obi ani asem. Why do you even go to that extent by saying say mo de Boku haram be Ghana? Sano who threaten the peace of the nation, who threaten the security of the nation, and now say what are you trying to show? Dear no person chre. Dear no person chre. You see? This is why he said, someone releasing her. Yet the Boku haram be Ghana. Sano, are you threatening the president, the laws of the land, the judges, the Ghana Police Service? Whom were you threatening? And you see, Mami Kasem, adeba kwa me yawo this whole issue we want to say. Bibi say siya, omo the northerners in Afra, unimsa. Comment section, entafo ye mua, entafo nkwasiafo, entafo niminyansa, entafo ye jimifo, northerners, no omudi nyina ya time fra. They insult omudi nyina ya time fra. Because of some group of people binti. Obi timi comment ya kokoka say esenko omuyi north kura Africa na ho. Ena obi kan say ane nka Kwame Nkrumah be Ghana no anka onim no odru kintampo no anka wonjai mane mfasire menka ho na northerners the problem of Ghana ye na ye ha Ghana sundwe ye na ye pentokwa de bia Kwame Nkrumah ye mistakes or the north ka Ghana because of people like this omudi ye the president the north of one in Africa and obi be respond this enka Kwame Nkrumah mfa north anka Ghana anka will you get a president like Mahama now Nkrofo is the comment section. I'm telling you. San semana Nkrofo ekkan on that day ana omoye protest no. Ko comment section na ko hwem di omudi northerners atem wo sa videos na se. Mo yes, why? Are say ye the Boku harati bako tiwi bako. Me wie yo ti nie bako so kan.
I Never. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. One lie. We will never surrender.
One lie is not a lie. When there's no justice in Boku, there's no peace in Boku. We know the wrong. The president is supposed to Ghana.
We bring Boko Haram to Ghana.
Ghana lies. If you don't money with power, you can't do anything. They never use the
Abaya we are man tire so on tumwa and more intimate. Memi now na me the tire ma ba on timin tum man in Jimmy Medoji. We on timin kutre kurano. We are ntokwa sigidi gidi. We are the aeroplane. Ye the plane babe si was say. Ye nyani pa 1,000. And your man kwa America free visa. Urema na usi America. Ye nyina nto America nkoko to kanko fra. We want to be to America for 3 minutes no. We abaya we are. Ye the aeroplane babe si kuto kana say. Ye to America nkoko free visa to America. We want to be Ghanaian free. When to mean Ghanaian free, a friend say, village you. Or ba lady went to mean Ghanaian free, cram all to Kotoka airport, no, or no, preach violence. Lady we are on to mean Ghanaian free, your friend saying, 37. On to mean Ghanaian free, 37 military hospital in Senegal embassy. From 37 military hospital in Senegal embassy and what? Lady you want to meet Ghanaian free 37 Senegal embassy crampono or bebre on to meet to America for 2 minutes no or preach violence in some who say no muko jina quarter kikaye. Now I can phone be back comment section be comment say look at them fighting over desert. That is what they said. Boku no friend desert almost say they are fighting over desert. Just say, Wamudia the northerners in Aya Eddie Fra. Very bad. Now, this is press conference. Your friend is saying, Mamprusi youth in the year, where the police of was on the pub until already now semi different. The press conference, Mamprusi youth in the making.
Expressed by people. Just that we happen to call ourselves consensus of Mamprusi. It's just a statement. These are views that we have expressed about things that are actually affecting us. Unfortunately, in this document, there's recommendations. It means that we believe that either the government or the security agencies can all come together with us so that we can all sit on one table and solve our problems. That's why we have included recommendations. We know that the recommendations were put in this our press conference by asking the government, who is actually keeping Nasiriga today, to release him. We cannot force them. If they want, they will. If they don't want, they will not. That is why it is a recommendation. But you see, if you have a problem and you are not able to voice out the problem, you won't get a solution. So to be able to get a solution to your problem, you must first of all voice it out. When you voice it out, somebody somewhere would help you solve the problem. That's why they say that a problem spoken out is halfway solved. I want to assure everybody that we, the Mamprusis, especially we, the youth of the Mamprusis, we are always and always ready to embrace peace. And I will urge everybody who is here that it is our responsibility to embrace peace, because it is only peace that will help us. So we want to state it very clear that when they see, and when I say they, I mean the security agencies, whether it is the police, it is the military, it is the NIB, it is national security, or the government, which is the executive, the president and his cabinet, when they see any time that we come out with a statement and we are talking about certain things, they should please take it that we do not have any idea or any intention to disrespect them. We, the Mamprusis in Boku here, we have sons and daughters who are part of the Ghana Police Service. We have sons and daughters who are part of the Ghana Armed Forces. In fact, we have sons and daughters who are part of the current NDC government. So we will be the last people to disrespect either the security services or the government. We won't do that. But as a people, certain things are constantly worrying us. And when they worry us, the best we can do for ourselves is to voice them out. That is why you see that once in a while, we have a press conference to tell the people that these are our problems and we want solutions to them. The people who live in the Boku township, whether they are Mamprusis, there are Mosi people, they are Bisa people, or whatever, these people are Ghanaians and are entitled to be protected by the Constitution. First of all, the Constitution itself tells us that we as Ghanaians, we are entitled for free movement. That is to say that if you want to go to Tumu, you should be able to go to Tumu without anybody restricting you. But as we speak today, those of us in the Boku township, we cannot move to Bolga until heavy military escort have to escort us to Bolga. Why should it be so? This is a concern we must keep on raising. We are raising it today, and I'm sure tomorrow we'll raise it until we get solutions to it. That the people who live in the Boku township deserve to be able to move freely from Boku to Bolga, from Boku to Pulmako, because we are citizens of the Republic of Ghana. Why would the government, why would the security agencies allow some few people who believe and think that they live in the outskirts of the Boku township and that they have guns, and therefore anybody who travels freely on the road, they will shoot at the person? Why would the security? We are not saying they are keeping a blind eye on it, but we are saying that they should do more than they are doing. I and all of us here sincerely believe that the Ghana Armed Forces have the capability to ensure that the Boku Bolga road, the Boku Pulmakom road is open for everybody to follow. You don't need to beg anybody. You do not need to beg anybody. You just have to tell the Mamprusis and tell the Kosasis that anybody who attacks anybody on this road will get the person. Apart from that, Mamprusis and Kosasis both have leaders. Approach the leaders. But thank God, I can say on authority that the road from highways to Binsiga, there haven't been one single day that anybody has been attacking Boku township because of our unfortunate conflict here. Anybody who wants to pass is free to pass. And I'm telling you that there have been instances where people who are even Kosasis have passed through this town and then they stop them and then they hand them over to the security agencies. Is that not true? Yeah. They hand them over to the security agencies. We are not saying that there haven't been incidences where other people have also been, stopped at Kusasi areas and they also handed them over to the security. Because I remember recently one of our fathers from the Sagbo area found himself around the Gangande area. They took him and they handed him over to the security. We applaud that. That is exactly what we must do. Because the problem in Boku here is not who wants to be a military leader. It's about who is the owner of the land. That's a very civil thing. And I believe that we can always engage ourselves when it comes to that. So we don't encourage ourselves that we should be using guns and knives and be killing each other so that the rest of the country will see us as if we don't reason. That is what we don't want. So today, if you listen to our press statement, we have raised some issues that we want to re-emphasize. That we are pleading with the government. We are pleading with John Dramani Mahama that he should recall that in the northeast, that he went to pay a visit to the Nairi, and he made a prophet that all people who are in Bolga and want to come to Boku or go to Pulmako, whether they are passengers or they are goods, that he has instructed the soldiers, he is their commander-in-chief, that they should escort them, because some people have refused. We do not want to even say that those people are entirely Kosasis. Perhaps maybe there are some jihadist people who are on our roads. But he, the commander-in-chief, has given an order that anybody who is in Bolga and wants to go to Widana must be escorted. And there are also some bandits, we don't know, perhaps there are also jihadist people, on the Bolga-Tamale road, who are also attacking people. And he, the commander-in-chief, has again said that they should provide people who are traveling from Bolga to Tamale, to Kumasi and other areas, escorts. Now, what is our concern? Our concern is that there are times that these escorts are provided. There are times also that they will deny us these escorts. For over 4 weeks, they won't do that. Whilst they are denying us the escorts, we still see that they are escorting people from Bolga to the Tamale and other areas. Why is it so? What is actually stopping the escorts from Boku to Bolga to Pulmako? And then we still see escorts from Bolga Wali to Tamale. What is actually the secret? It is the secret that we want to share with everybody in the whole world to understand. That we have a member of parliament for Boku Central, Honorable Mahama Yarga, who, fortunately or unfortunately for him, his mother is a Mamprusi. His father is a Kosasi. But he, instead of reasoning so well and knowing very well that he is in the middle of this situation, thinks that he wants to keep on going to parliament till perhaps he can walk very well again. He thinks that he must always do politics with the Boku matter. And what is the politics here? The politics is that people of Kusasi extraction will make audios. The people are Batisba escort la, so because of that, Ayarga listened to such kind of audios and then will now use his position now that he is a member of the current government and to instruct people to deny people escorts. We are saying this, that this is our views. We are alleging that this is our suspicion. That our member of parliament, who should be serving the interests of all of us, seems to rather be discriminating and making sure that those of us in the Boku Central are actually struggling. That is why we came out with this press conference, to let people know that up to today, the people who live in Boku town can be there for 4 weeks without getting escort to travel to Bolga. I have a friend who is a kidney patient and had to go to Bolga weekly for dialysis. Sometimes he will be in Boku here for 2 weeks, he can't go. Why? Because there's no escort. Is this what we all want? Nobody wants it. So, this is what we are saying. And another important thing that we have raised in this our press conference is that when you go up and come down, those of us who live in the Boku town, we are Satemyiridema. And as we sit right now, Nasheriga is our leader. Then they come and pick our leader out of the area. And you expect us not to talk. That is why this press conference is coming today. Because we want to tell everybody that we, the sons, the daughters and granddaughters of Nasheriga, we are not happy that they have come to take him away from his house.
So, press conference we and Mamprusi for more Boku. What is your take on this issue? Ubet match our comment section. Fantastic.